So moving on, so LEDs, lots of LEDs. Different colours, some of them flashing, some of them not flashing. I would have used like 100 of them or so, different sizes. And as I mentioned, auto components and switches, they're really cool and they're cheap and they fit through holes as well, so you can just put them through a drilled hole. They're pretty cool. Moving on, some strip lighting. So these are just strips of this rubbery stuff which have got LEDs embedded on them. They're really good. They give a great look, and you can just cut them to size, so you can cut them at any point through the strip. Voltage converters. So these all things are great for if you need to step down the voltage on a circuit. So the spaceship runs on 12 volts, but a lot of the components aren't 12 volts, they're 5 volts or something else. And these things, I think they're made by Texas Instruments. They're a step-down converter, so I think they'll step down anywhere from up to like 35 volts down to anything else. And all you do is you wire in the back. It's got an in and out, and just wire it there. And then with that there's a little screw there, you turn that, which will change the voltage, and you just use the multimeter to see what's coming out of it. Really useful. Used a ton of those throughout the ship. What I also found useful to go with them is these little Velcro tabs by 3M. You can put one on the back of there, one on the back on the converter, and one on your circuit board or dashboard or whatever, and it'll fix it nicely there in place, but also let you remove it if you need to. Relays. So I used a fair few of these relays. They're 12 volt relays, so it needs 12 volt to trigger them, and then through the connection that it forms you can run any voltage. So with the sound module, I didn't want 12 volts anywhere near the sound module because I didn't want to blow it up, because I spent a lot of time on it. So I'd use a relay. I'd trigger the relay using 12 volts and use that to connect the two terminals together for the sound module. So I used a fair few of those, and as you can see, there's you do need some circuit board to mount it on, so I bought a whole lot of these sort of circuit boards. They're non-connected at the back. You can also get ones that have strips connected at the back, which are handy, and you just use those. You can sort of cut them and break them off and use bits of them to connect things to. And these sort of screw terminals used for when I wanted to break out some power, say like 12 volts or something, to break it out from one wire to many wires. I use this. Sort of lazy, don't like soldering a lot, so these make it really easy to break out a wire. And here just some more LEDs and stuff. These are auto ones here, so they're for a car, so they're 12 volts.